4 weeks into my fat loss phase, and I'm at that point where I understand why people fall off the wagon and sack it off. Because whilst I'm not particularly hungry, and when I am, it is managed, I'm at the point where I'm a little bit sick of being focused on the exact amounts and the exact quantities that I eat. Because to lose body fat, you do need to be more accurate than what you were being before. And when I say accurate, I mean you need to be on point with the quantities. Yes, obviously the quality of the food, that matters greatly as well, but you need to be on point with the quantities. And what that does mean, it means measuring things. It means making sure that the portions that you are eating are the right size. It just draws on you after a while, to be honest. And that's the kind of point where I'm at the minute. I'm not at the point where I'm like, oh, so let's all sack this off. Not at all. It's all fine. I've only got 2 more weeks left, and then I'm hitting my holiday during the kids' school half term. But I'm at the point where I'm like, oh, there we go. I want to just not think about weighing my oats when I put them into my evening snack. I want to think about other things. And that's why I guess the GLP-1s are very popular at this moment in time, is because you don't have to think. It takes the food noise and the thinking about food away from you, and you just eat appropriate amount, which when you're taking those drugs isn't an awful lot. No, I've not reverted to those. I can't see there's going to be a point in my life when I need to do that. Each to their own, though, to be fair. I can totally understand why most people just sack it off. So what can you do? What can you do to ensure that you don't sack it off? And I could say you need to look at different types of recipes, add more variety in food. But at the end of the day, that still involves thinking more about food. And all you want to do is when you come home from work, you just want to sit on the sofa and not have to think about food. But what's going to keep you on track is thinking about the reason why you did it in the first place. And for me, that's one of the reasons why I am staying on track, and I will stay on track for the next 2 weeks. Because how bad would it look if I came on one of these YouTube vlogs and I said, yeah, I've sacked it off, I can't be bothered anymore. And one of my main reason why for doing this was to prove to myself that I can do it. And if I just sacked it off, then I would be like, oh, no, you can't do it. And you're a bit of a hypocrite because you ask your clients to do it and you can't do it yourself. You look a bit like a dickhead. No, you don't look a bit like a dickhead. You are a dickhead. So that's a main reason why I am carrying on for the next 2 weeks. Because to be honest, I'm at a body fat level now where I'm okay with that. I'm happy with that. I'm happy I've lost 2 kilos, 2 and a bit kilos. I said my target was around about 85 kilos to start with, and I'm kind of around about there. So I'm kind of where I need to be, or wanted to be. But I've still got a couple more weeks before we go on holiday. So I'm going to stand the course and run it all the way through to the holiday. Even though I'm not exactly like really excited about it anymore, because I've said I would, and that is a strong enough reason why is I said I would do it to show that I can do it. So when you're sitting there on the sofa and you can't be arsed, you need to rewind and refresh your reason why you're doing it. Because that reason might change as you go along, but you do need a strong reason. Because if you haven't got a strong reason why you want to do it in the first place, it's so easy just to let things slide. Overall, where I am at the minute, I'm in a good place physically. My t-shirts, although most of my t-shirts at this moment in time are a bit oversized. There was a time when I used to wear skin-tight t-shirts, but when you're nearing 45, it doesn't matter if you're half decent, you shouldn't be wearing skin-tight t-shirts, should you? So my normally oversized t-shirts are feeling even more oversized at the moment, so that's good. My trousers, my trackies, whatever I'm wearing, they're also feeling a little bit baggy. A lot of my weight seems to come off my legs, which is okay. But I'd prefer it if it came off around the middle. But that's another topic of unfortunately, you can't decide where it comes off. So physically, I'm good. Mentally, I'm perfectly fine, to be honest. I'm just a bit like, oh, I can't be arsed anymore. And I just don't want to think too much about food. So that's where I am there. We've got a week and a half left, and I'm looking forward to my holiday. So that's going to be cool. Training wise, training is going extremely well. I'm really happy with it at the moment. People often ask me, and they do, I'm not just making up for the video, they do ask me, oh, will my training suffer if I'm on a calorie deficit or if I'm on a diet? It shouldn't do. Unless you're training for a bodybuilding competition, your training should not suffer. The weight that you lift should not go down. If it is going down, then you probably either working too hard or you're not working hard enough. You might not be having enough rest periods. There might be other things in your life, like stress, like lack of sleep, that are contributing to your training not progressing rather than you being a calorie deficit. In my experience, I have never known anybody who is in a calorie deficit in an appropriate way to slide backwards in their training, unless they're training for a bodybuilding competition, and then that's a different matter. I'm enjoying training way more than I have done in the last 6 months. If you watch my previous YouTube videos, you know I trained for the Athletes Games, and if you didn't know that, then subscribe to the channel, and then you can kind of check all that out. That was very much goal focused, and the training was geared towards an external thing. Now the training is just geared towards the love of training, building muscle, and that's kind of pretty much it. And if you've got a training program that you enjoy, it just makes life a hell of a lot easier, doesn't it? So if you're not enjoying your training at this moment in time, you need to find something different. You need to do a different training program. Unless you're one of my clients, then speak to me. Don't just sack me off. We'll have 2 more of these vlogs. I keep saying blogs, it's not a blog, is it? I'll have 2 more of these vlogs, and then I'll be hitting the holiday. In the final week, I will be just assessing, seeing where I am in relation to where I was at the start, and just giving you a summary of, did I achieve what I actually set out to? So give us a subscribe, follow along, and you can find out whether I did or not.